All right. Hello, everybody. Make sure stream is working well, audio's working, and everything. All right. So this is gonna be a bit of a shorter stream, hopefully at least. I'm hoping it's um yes. Yep. hmm Okay. So my goal for this is 1 hour. I don't want to take longer than an hour on this. This stream is going to be making a concept and then like a sample board. I'm doing a commission. It's like a fighting stage. Let me go ahead and throw some references on here. I don't think that worked like I thought it would. There we go. Oh, you know, there's actually a reference that there's some references that I want to get that I did not download ahead of time. I'm like, oh, why isn't this one working? The WebP worked, but this JPEG didn't. The other JPEG worked. I'll just convert it to a different thing, see if that fixes it. But yeah, I don't need to like actually rush. I don't have like a strict deadline or anything. It might just be too big. I'll just lower it. Yeah, it's very large. Holy shit. I'm shocked that this was able to be sent on VGen. That's really cool though, and good to know. I guess it makes sense because if you're, the artist delivering the final product, it's probably important that you can actually deliver the final product in its full quality. Yeah, there we go. I can put it on there now. Put that like right here. So these top two I don't really need right now. This will be more for the final model, how it's supposed to look. This one is going to be more useful for the actual design. And then we're gonna need some pictures of like a study. Huge study room. No, that's... Oh, wait, no, that's a good image. No way, I can just drag that from my browser? That's fucking awesome. There's another one I wanted. And then we're also going to do library. Home library. Ooh, that's a good image. I'll do mansion library instead. I want to, get one like the like Beauty and the Beast one. Something like, yeah, here we go. Truly like impressive. It's a very low resolution render. I think I can actually get a better version. Well, yep, that's definitely higher res. Alright, I think this will be good. I'm actually going to save this and then put it on my other monitor. All right. Yeah, I think even though I spent all this time setting it up, I'm probably not gonna actually show it on stream just because it's more convenient for me if it's over on the other monitor. Let's change the canvas size. Let's change this just like 8,000. I'm not going to need to use all of this space, but smart to have it be horizontal. All right. All right, I think this brush will be good. So, where to start here? I guess a platform, something that they can actually stand on. I'll even use the line tool. Let me make sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, okay. Maybe like to scale stick figure or something. I'll just keep that there. Okay. So I'm thinking like making it asymmetric. So there's like something over here, maybe like some bookshelves or something along this wall. And then maybe I need to remember, like, I think if I was doing this as a game developer, I would design it in a specific way, but because it's going to be for an animation, I got to think about it differently. I think I'm going to make an awning here, and then I'll like ask Pajama Toad if they want it or not, and I can just like I'll make it like something I can very easily toggle to get rid of if they don't want it. Obviously we're gonna have, you know, one of those like ladders that's on rails. That's like a given. We're definitely going to have some sort of like awning platform over here, regardless of if it's in the foreground or if it's in the background. And then like I don't know what exactly they're going to animate. I don't know if I should put walls or like walk-offs. Definitely not a pit unless it was like a trap door or something, because it's supposed to be just like a lich's mansion. I'm thinking a wall, sort of like Injustice, where you can like bounce them off the wall and then keep comboing them off of it. I think I'm actually gonna restart. Oops. Okay, I think I'm going to make like a layered design, but again, I want it to be asymmetrical. So we'll have like an upper layer here that's literally just like more bookshelves. And then let's give this room like a little bit of depth. I'm thinking like a trick the eye perspective where it like the room. How do I say this? So like if I show the room as like a box, this looks like it's a very deep room, but then if we look at it from like the side, it only looks like this. The angles are just so like intense that it looks really deep. And obviously that illusion is broken from any other angle, but that's like the point. That's why I'm doing it in this specific way, is because I really like that effect. Which means that gives me extra walls to decorate, which is good and bad. That means, I gotta be a little more interesting with it, but it also gives me more options and visual variety. Or you know what I could do? I could have it be kind of lopsided, where it's like that. So it's kind of like we're looking at it from weird angle. I've changed my mind. I don't actually want to do that, just because I'd rather. I don't know if Pajama Toad's gonna be animating the camera at all, but I would rather give them that sort of freedom. Oops, I didn't turn my alarm off. So obviously some bookshelves here. That should be the main like thing. Maybe like a chandelier down here. Not this type though. Like, so it's a lich. We should do like, a big dramatic candelabra. Um, all these reference images have really nice furniture, which I don't think would be very fitting for this creepy haunted mansion. Um, what would you find in the library of a creepy ass mansion? Definitely some of those like it's like a lectern, I think it is. It's like just kind of weird for it to be in somebody's house, because it's like just go sit on a fucking couch and read. You're gonna prop it up on a thing like a fucking weirdo. Um, and this isn't going. I'm not gonna really even use this as like a layout. I'm kind of just getting ideas down. Um, Let me get rid of the top layer here. Um, Now that I have like a different room layout. Here we go. Here's that awning that I've been very insistent about. Uh-oh, I've got a bird being loud. I might have to go uh shut him up. We'll see. And then we can put the stairs bookshelves here. In fact, this maybe like a door here. There we go. That's more what it would look like. There we go. Can I get rid of this? Maybe like a staircase up. This is pretty good. It's not. No, no, I was gonna say it's not quite as asymmetrical as I was planning, but that's really only the bookshelves, which I can fix by just like let's move, get rid of, chop these two off, put something else here, and then like add some more bookshelves here instead. Put another like door here. Here, oh, you know what? Creepy painting. It'll be fun to make some sort of like low res, kind of like a Minecraft painting where it's just like an idea. It's very like whatever the fuck I'm trying to say. Obviously, the chandelier will have to move over. It doesn't make any sense where it's at, but that's okay. This is just rough ideas. I really like this. I think this is a good basis, and then I can play around more in Blender, which actually, let's go ahead and move to that to make our sample board. We go ahead and swap the capture. Oh yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, I should have said this at the beginning. Unfortunately, can't really play the music over there because I'll get copyright claimed. So, if you want to be able to listen along with me, show up live. I don't have a schedule. Maybe I will one day. There we go. All right, now let's move this to my other monitor and start messing around in Blender. Okay, so what should I actually model for the sample? Probably a bookshelf would like make the most sense. This is where those Kingdom Hearts references are going to come into play. In fact, I think I'll go ahead and put it on the screen. What am I looking for? Downloads. This one, yeah. I think just having this on screen is going to be really useful. All right, so I think the first version I'll make is literally just this. And then I will texture it like as if there are shelves. So that'll be style 1. There you go. Oops. Let's duplicate that. I called it. I don't even want to say that because it sounds like a slur. We're going to, whoops, take this face, insert it. Whoa. Something was messed up there. What is going on here? What in the world? Wait, is that the case on other? I don't know what happened here. We're just gonna delete it and start over. Is that the case on this one? How would that have even happened? No, it's not. How bizarre. Okay. That's better. Actually, this will be style 2. And then style 3, we're just gonna throw a bevel on there. Does doing this... No, that does not count out of bevel. Hmm. I don't like it. Yeah, that doesn't help. Oops. It's supposed to be a low poly style, so this, doesn't super make sense to do, but I figure I'd give all the options. I don't know why that's happening. I mean, like, I do, but... I know it's bad topology, it doesn't matter right now. In fact, I need to try to not worry too much about topology in this, because it's not low poly for optimization purposes, it's stylistic purposes, and like I said, I want to not spend an absurd amount of time on this. Oh, let me go ahead and save it. Call this, let's call it fighting game. Okay. So that'll be our 3 styles. I think I'm going to make 3 separate collections for them. So that one's style 1, this one's style 3, that one's style 2. There we go. So now we got to do the books. Obviously for collection 1 that does not concern us. All right. Oops. I don't know why I wasn't actually duplicating it there. I was just moving it around. And then we'll just leave a blank gap there, I think. Can put something like up here like it's been used as a shelf. Call that books. Duplicate it and put it into collection 3, where we'll probably just hit them with the same bevel. Alright, let's, actually, before I move them over, I wanted to give them some, like, variety of depth. I'll be right back. Alright, I am back. There you go, that looks nice. Alright. I think I'll do one more version where let's go ahead and move to collection 4. Instead of styling the bookshelves, or instead of renaming the bookshelves, I should have renamed the collections, but that's alright. For this one, we're going to combine them into one mesh, and then just, like, hit them with, like, a... What the hell? Do the thing again? Oh, I just have both being rendered, that's why. Just like, you know, make it a little wacky, a little cartoony. What am I trying to do? There, turn off wireframe. That's what I wanted. Right, I forget I can just shade auto smooth. Alright, I think that's good for the model sample. So now we can make a couple textures. I want to make it look as much like the Kingdom Hearts style. Not as much as possible, but heavily inspired by that. So I think for the beveled ones here, I want to adjust the bevel. There we go. All right, onto UV editing. This one, I think it's good. Um. I should have made the UVs before I duplicated everything. That's okay, because I think we'll give this one custom because, it's gonna need it. Either that or I could like screenshot the sides of the other ones, and get the texture that way. That could work. Yeah, I think we're gonna come back to this one later. How do I want to UV this? I think definitely one right here. Maybe the sides. See what we're looking at right now. It's not so bad. I think go ahead and mark those seams and then that's it packed. That's really funny. All right. And now the books. See what it looks like by default. A lot of these could have the same texture, really. But I just wish I thought of that earlier. Alright. There you go. So the sides and the back don't matter all that much. Ooh, I actually think I am going to make those a different texture though. Whoa. Oh, I'm doing edges. There we go. So the backs are much smaller in texture size. Again, this isn't optimal at all. This is not how I would normally do this, but this project is not about trying to make it as good as possible. It's for a single animation. This isn't going to be like reused indefinitely or anything. So it's best if we just keep it simple. Huh. Why is that happening? I did the thing again. Am I pressing like Y for split? I bet I am. Alright, that's okay. We're gonna select loose geometry and delete that. It's stupid. Okay, cool. Now I can get on to actually texturing. Let me get some water. Alright. Make this one only 1K for now. That's the whole reason we're doing multiple styles, so we can try out some different things. Now, what did you actually do for the alternate styles? I don't know. I'll probably keep them, like, similar color palettes, because, that'll be, like, just an extra option I give. You know, pick a style of modeling, style of texturing, and then a color palette as well. I guess for style one, let's just go with something. Let's make a thing happen and see where it takes us. Let's do for the examples either like a brown, because that's, you know, normally what it would be, but I'm thinking like a dark blue because it fits the rest of the mansion. Again, this is like, you know, just the example color. Yeah, I think that'll be good. We can have some different colored books. I guess let's start by making a color palette. Get a couple nice shades of things and go from there. Highlight color. And then for some visual interest, throw in an orange into the mix. Oh, I still don't have any of my brushes. Hold on. Let me add that. Oops. Oh, right. Blender like messed up the images of it. I don't know why or how, but it really sucks. Guess let's start with a toony look. Yeah, this one looks like crayon, which is neat. It's weird that I made it flow upward here and sideways there. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Oh, you know what? It does make sense because of how the shelf was built. Duh. Not that you're gonna see the backs. I don't need to texture the backs. We'll leave that like that for right now. Move on to the books. I think I'm gonna do new color palette for this one. Just grab a couple of these books and just fill them with a color. No material. Forgot I gave them separate UVs, so this one will have to be. I called the other one style 1. I should talk style A book. A book. Well, I guess they're already black, huh? I don't want them blending in with the shelf. Not enough colors. Yeah, it seems like the guy has like three sets of books and he didn't sort them. All right, I think that's good for that. I'm gonna put on. Here we go. Weird mark there, but that's okay. What do books look like? Great so far. Let me check this notification. Also see what this looks like on the other ones. Yeah, we'll come back to style one. What do I want to change on here? maybe just like, oops, uh, hmm, there. Kind of looks really bad. I'll add some, like, add some lighting just for the sake of the showcase. Alright, this was only supposed to take like an hour, but hey, this is also my first, like, go at this, so I think it's alright. I think it's excusable. Let's do sun. Gonna do that blue torchlight. Oh yeah, that light should always be there. Probably went a little too dramatic, but it at least gets the idea of like what that's supposed to be. Changed my mind on the sun lighting. I'm gonna do point. There we go. Now it's like we got torch lighting lining the walls and stuff. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna call it there for style A. Um, let's move on to style B. New. All right, this time around. Let's go back to texture paint. Give it the same color palette. Again, probably should have blocked in colors before duplicating the book, but that's alright. In fact, let's go ahead and let's take a book. Oh, right, it has the texturing on it already. I forgot. Alright, this time let's do my usual texture style. Take it on an orange just to make sure that it's like, yeah. So this one we're going to take a slightly different shade and just like it's a little too similar. Just get a nice layer down on everything. A little bit of color vomit right now, but kind of have to just trust the process. Why is this one all black? Huh? Because I renamed it, but I didn't. Okay. Phew. Wait. Oh no. B shelf. Yeah, it was called Style 1. Fuck Ticket Ears. Whatever. I wasn't in love with that texture anyway, and it was really easy to make, so that's not a big deal. For now, we're just going to change it to Style B. Right. The books also got erased. I mean, I guess good news about that is I can actually get the colors to like be consistent on all the textures now. All right. Back to texture paint. Let's go ahead and once again block out the colors of the books. I'm really not sure why they vanished. That was really weird. Limit it to no more than like 2 books per color this time. If I want to do another book of like the same color, just change the shade a little bit. Oops. Why do I keep doing that? I'm already on the right tab. There we go. Might be a bit too colorful for, like a Lynch's thing. I think that we need more like browns and stuff. Still feels like too much. So we're going to save this as a book. We're also going to save this as B book. And we're also going to save this as C book. I don't know if there's going to be more than that. So you know what, let's actually save as like backup book as well. So we're still editing a book right now. Let's actually not be doing that. Let's be editing B book. Okay. I think that'll be a good shelf 2 showcase. So all of the styles, I need to crank the roughness up. Should have done that a while ago. Okay, there we go. That looks good. Okay. Oh, I think that's good for style B. I think style A, I'm just going to make as close to the Kingdom Hearts style as possible, but we're actually going to move on to style 3 for right now. So I have to actually make a new material for that. Style C. Ooh, what was I changing just now? Okay. There we go, style C. I didn't. That's okay, whatever. Let's just, okay, we got B, your shelf B saved. Let's just real quick do that and then save as A shelf and C shelf and backup shelf. Okay. So we got style C on there. And then let's do styles or cbook. I don't think that's what I've been calling them, but that's fine. I don't care. Okay. cbook C shelf. Okay. We're on C, right? Okay, just make sure. So for this one, I'm thinking like kind of make it look like watercolor. So I'm actually gonna open the image on my in Paint.net. I'm not gonna like change the stream just because I think. Actually, no, I forget. This is a solid color. This is really easy. So we're gonna lower the saturation a bit and up that. Make sure the C shelf. There we go. I guess the books I should do that, huh? Models fighting game cbook. We're going to do adjustments, hue and saturation, lower the saturation a bit, up the brightness a bit. And then here we can reload that. It didn't just do it. Did I save it? Nope, I just didn't save it. I don't know. There we go. So it's going to start out brighter, but then I'm going to like paint on I kind of think it should be even lighter. No, you know what? We'll paint on even lighter. That's pretty good. I think I just need to overlay a noise texture onto that, and that's good. So let's move on to these. I'm gonna lower the strength more. No, I need to make it clear that this is like a hard edge. Until it gets to like the corner. Then it's a bit rounded. Also, you know what, let's crank it a bit. These are pages, so. Nah. That's pretty good. I'm noticing that doesn't look like style B at all. Ain't no way. Oh, that's the book. I'm stupid. There we go. I don't know why that was happening, but that's okay. Style C. C book. Hold on. So B book, it doesn't have the texture. Oh, what is happening here? That's really frustrating. I genuinely have no idea what that happened. Well, I guess I gotta redo the books for style B. Not sure why. so let's rush through this. Alright, I definitely used too bright colors initially. It's alright, I can just dampen them. Okay, save as book B. Okay, it's a little messy right now. I think that's okay. It just kind of sucked that the original one went away. Alright, so now style A. Style A. No, not style A. Style A book. A book. No, that's already right. I just need to change this to a shelf. There we go. Alright. Looking up reference images real quick. Alright. So first we're going to go into the correct tab. I'll be right back again. All right, I am back. There's gonna be a lot of blending on this version, so we're gonna like. I think here we're actually gonna do that. Shit, I might have to step up. I'll be right back again. All right, there we go. Hopefully that's better. Okay, I got that down, and now we're gonna just like go across the sides. I know it's getting on the back, but I partially on purpose. Trying to speed it up here a little bit because I've realized, like, oh, there's gonna be a lot of bookshelves in this. Let's maybe, you know, be able to finish the whole project. Whoa, a weird, like, arm angle right now. Alright, so now that we have, oh, I missed that edge. Now that we have this, we're gonna go ahead and take the smear brush. This can sometimes get kind of laggy, but if my UVs are good, then it'll be not so bad. I kind of want to just go back through with the regular brush. Yeah, I think this is a good call. There we go, get a nice blend there where the edges are a bit darker, kind of rounding it out. Ugh. Did I unmute my mic to sneeze? I meant to mute my mic, but I think I was already muted. So whoops. Oh, hold on. Tablet disconnected. Come on. Hello, little tablet. Oh, is my computer crashing? Okay. I assume a bunch of frames just dropped. Wow. I plugged my drawing tablet back in, and it almost crashed my whole PC. All right. There we go. Okay. Phew. If I had to guess, they're probably gonna go with this one because it's like, it's most Kingdom Heartsy, and it's also the like grimiest, which fits the whole haunted mansion vibe. Okay, let me pull the reference back up. Let's add some like wood grain texture. Okay, that looks really good. I think I'll like. do some color modifying on it, darken the dark spots a little bit. I think that's good for the bookshelf, so let's move on to the books themselves. This is a book. Why is it a book? No wonder stuff keeps, like, vanishing. Oh, because yeah, because it's correct. This is what I want. Okay, make sure that one was a shelf. Alright. So the books, I think, will just be like just gonna like throw some stuff down the middles of these. This is definitely what I should have done on the shelf as opposed to like do both of the sides. Make it a little brighter in the middle. And then just gotta blend that together. There we go. That looks nice. And then we're gonna I'm looking for airbrush. I think that's way over here, yeah. Yeah. Lower value a whole bunch. Let's turn stabilizer on for this. All right, and then we'll put some like let's turn stabilize back off. Big things that could be images. All right. I kind of just like this style. I don't know if I'm. I'll send them, but wouldn't hurt. Um, so let's go ahead and do. Let's get the flats on there. Getting some screenshots. Gotta edit these down. This, I think, will be enough of a process for me to warrant me like changing the capture. That doesn't look like it did anything. Can you see that now? Yeah. What the hell? It's oh, like it's capturing my whole monitor. No, it's capturing the screenshot, which is of your display. Oh, come on. Whoa. So lighting did still end up being a factor on that, which is whoops. I think it's fine. Move. I think I saved this one. Nope. Ooh. I didn't realize the cursor was there. That's on all of them. Whoops. That's fine. I don't know why I did that. That's stupid. So we're gonna retake the screenshots. Okay. I don't know why that's the case. Oh, what? All right. Now in Blender, wherever that is. Where's my Blender at? Right there, yeah. Go ahead and mark all of these seams. Yeah, that's actually perfect. There we go, even better. Here's how we're gonna do this. We're going to give each side a different color. It's like back will be orange. Left and right side will be green and yellow, and then top and bottom will be blue and purple. There we go. Let's save that as style 1. Now I'm realizing the next step is actually back in Paint.net, so I probably should have not even bothered swapping it, but that's okay. What is this called? This? No, I don't think that's it. And this one? Nope, that's not what I would need at all. Whoops. That's really weird that would even be that. There we go. Finally found it. So now we're gonna take the different images and we're gonna line them up with this. If something ends up being like upside down, that's okay, I can fix it. The back really does not matter, but might as well be thorough right now. Yeah, I think the bright side was... I could honestly use this texture for like all of them. Try that. So now, if we go ahead and reload this texture, it's not going to do anything because I need to click that. There we go. And I might get rid of style 3 because it doesn't change all that much. So I should have probably been protecting all of these, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah, let's just do this instead. So let's do style A book. Oops, I don't know why I did that. That was weird. Oh. All right. Oh, I don't know how my camera got turned around. That's really funny. I don't think I made this rough. There we go. Let's get a good angle here. I think I want to lower that light a bit. Yeah. And then let's just get some screenshots. There we go. And then oops, B book, B book, B book, B book, B book, B book. feel like there was another option. Oh, just like color palette. So let's go ahead and open all these screenshots up. Let's make a new image. I think that's a good size for it. Maybe not that long. We'll keep it this long for right now and we can fix it later. And then let's actually also create a new one. Make it like 200 by 200. Actually, in order to make this easier, we'll make it 300 by 300. Because we're going to make... Okay. Alright, check this out. Would have been like for borders and shapes. No. Grid. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to cancel that. Ah, damn it. Reverse my settings. No, I did all that and I had decided to change my mind. Let's do change to Delfino here and do texture style. Oops. And then, oh, whoops. There we go. And then color palette, whatever. There's like a handful of ways to spell palette, and it changes depending on if you're talking about like art or whatever. So who cares? Um. Oh, I also forgot I was gonna do 1, 2, 3. I got ABC 1, 2, 3. What's another like numbering scheme? I guess it depends on the color palettes, because if one's like primarily blue, and one's then. Alright, first one will be color picked from here. Do one that's like primarily greens. Do one that's deep reds, because the reference image I was given for the throne room is like a blue, but maybe they don't want the study to look like the throne room, so they're in something that's like very different. Should I do any other color palette? Let's also change the background color a bit. Let's make it a gradient. 。 . . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . feel like I should put a fourth pallet. Okay, I think this is good to send over. Let's go ahead and save this. Alright, how long have I been streaming? 2.5 hours. Okay, so way longer than I meant to, but like I said, it's my first time doing it, so now I know a bit more how to pace myself, where I should be maybe not taking as much time. But I don't think the final thing will take all that long. The model will probably take me like 15 minutes. Most of the work will probably come from texturing. All right. So yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna go ahead and end stream. So I'll probably be back on tomorrow to finish the rest of the model. But of course I gotta go raid someone. So let's see. None of my usuals are streaming. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the music. I Alright, I think we're gonna go. Hmm. Do. You know what? Here we go. I've never heard of this person before. They just popped up on my feed. Four Leaf Island. But they're working on a webcomic right now, so let's go and say hi to them. So I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for stopping by. Uh yeah, I'm gonna go upload the VOD and yeah, just go enjoy the rest of my day. So yeah, bye.